we're working on it. It's a work in progress. It's a slow burn, but it's still the early years of the channel, and God, it does not feel like I've been doing this for almost 3 years. God, I'm getting old. But
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tyron's Minecraft world, and we are
whoa,
ready to go.
whoa, huh?
So today on Minecraft, what I'm showing you is the newest addition to my world. This
No, we're
castle I
not.
built.
No, just no. We're not playing. No, what? No, that
Oh,
that's not how
oh,
you kick a fucking channel. What?
okay. So, anyways, um, so today we're going to be talking about Angelus's new additions to his channel. If you
Oh,
guys like new
good
addition, go ahead
lord.
check it out on YouTube. Um, and we're going to be talking about our channel that we promised you guys forever ago. But today is that day to where we actually fulfill that promise, supposedly. And we're gonna, get into it. Angelus?
You sound so lifeless.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my
Whoa,
life
hey,
review.
copyright. Hold on now. Pause.
Uh,
Pause. We're
um,
not monetized, but shit. I mean, flag on the
well,
play.
well, you guys got where I was going with that.
Okay, so there's a couple of things to address today. For one, my irregular, and that's putting that very, very mildly, upload schedule. So, as most of you know, I started to once again upload around October, November of last year. Was going pretty good for about a month or so. And then the hard drive on my laptop, which, if you did not know, I used to record and edit and do everything off of this laptop that I had. The hard drive in that gave out. So I just about lost a lot. Not too much. But I actually forgot I did this. Earlier on in the year, I transferred pretty much everything that I had from the laptop over to this older PC that I had, and thank God I actually did do that. So I had spare copies of a lot of the things that I had at that point in time last year. So I just transferred that over to my new computer, which I got not too long ago. So pretty much, really, the only thing that I lost was the newer things that I was working on at that point in time. And not only that, but the reason why my schedule has been rather irregular. When I first started this channel in 2018, I had a extremely shitty job, and I know you remember where I was working at the time. But see, we don't need to bring that up.
Oof.
We don't need to bring that up. Uh, it was a very shitty job, and I was only working the weekends. So I had a lot of time on my hands, which in turn was me being able to put out a lot of content. A lot of the jobs that I had up until that point in time, they were all shitty jobs where I worked shitty hours. And I had time, to edit and record and do everything I needed to do. Well, last year I actually started my first 8-hour job, and whew, it takes its toll. That's for sure. And pretty much the job that I was working, that was 8 hours. I went from that job to a job where I then worked 12 hours, and now I'm back to 8 hours. So, truth be told, I never really got used to working 8 hours. So when I started working the 12 hour, that took an even bigger toll. But now, like I said, I'm back at 8 hours and I'm kind of getting used to it, but there's still a lot of wear and tear because I do sometimes work a lot of hours. So really the only thing that I want to do when I get home is just lay down or relax or sleep or even spend time with my girlfriend. It's just I don't always want to be actively doing something. Like there are days when I just won't even turn on my computer, honestly. But I have recently got back into editing and recording and everything, and as far as like the In Your House pay-per-view that was supposed to happen, that did not happen because, like I said, I lost pretty much everything that I was working on up until that point. So the data and the recordings and all that got lost. So I just said, screw it, I'll do it in highlight form, and then the next television episode will be back to a full-fledged episode. So episode 6 is 99% complete. I just have to type a short promo. And actually what I decided that I was going to do was start editing and recording in bulk. So what I mean by that is, for example, since episode 6 is pretty much complete, instead of doing the commentary and then uploading that like how I usually would, I'll set it off to the side and then I'll start editing and recording for episode 7, and I'll do that on a week by week basis leading up until the pay-per-view. So I'll record and edit episodes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll do all that together, edit it, upload it, and then schedule it so that way at select point in times they'll go ahead and upload, and you all will have that new video, and it awards me more time to work on pay-per-view and work on other things that I do want to do, because I do have a couple of other ideas that I want to record and do, but it's gonna take some time. I want to get back to regularly uploading NXT before I decide to tackle other projects, because there are things like, for example, that I want to do with Fire Pro. I actually did buy the Fire Promoter not too long ago, which is sort of like a general manager mode, so that's something that we can do on the channel. And I also have something new that will be coming to universe mode, but like I said, I want to get back on a regularly not spanned out across months type of schedule, and that's something that is a work in progress. And I do have something else planned. I was talking about it before, like, oh, my data got lost. I do plan on doing something special when we do hit 300 subscribers with NXT. So of course, default YouTuber type shit, subscribe, like, comment, or don't. That's a thing too.
Usually I don't.
It happens sometimes. So I actually do want to address our next upcoming pay-per-view here while we're actually doing this, and it actually will be NXT TakeOver Road Wild. So that is something that I'm actually looking forward to, because I made some edits to the arena a couple of days ago, and the arena is sweet. It is an outdoor arena too. I can't wait to use that. It actually looks pretty dope, and I think I actually do have a pretty good card lined up for it. And more so with these last few episodes, I haven't really been going by a script like how I usually do. I've just been sort of winging it and saying, okay, well, this makes the most sense, or I can afford to give these people the shine or the rub this week, and then I'll put these people on
The
next week.
rub.
Shut up. I don't take it that way because I know that's exactly where you're gonna take it because you have a dirty fucking mind. Shut up. So yeah, and like I said, I do have a few special things that I want to do with NXT, but it's just gonna take a little bit of time, and I want to get the schedule back to sort of a non-wonky, all over the place type of fucking schedule, because God knows pretty much all of last year. Okay, I will say this. Last year, for me, at least, personally, it was actually probably one of the better years I've ever had. But it was not a good year at all, by any means, for me, creative-wise. If that makes sense. Personally, it was great. There's not too much more that I could have asked for to happen last year. But from a creator's perspective, last year was absolutely horrible, because I remember saying at the beginning of the year that I wanted to upload twice as much as I did in 2019. And in 2019, I uploaded a decent amount. But, of course, specifically the beginning of 2020, I just wasn't in a good place mentally. And there were just a lot of factors that prevented me from uploading and having that creative spark. A lot of times I just made every possible excuse to not sit at my desk and record and everything. And it's still sort of like that to an extent, but it's not as bad as it was last year. Like, the main reason why I'm not recording and editing and stuff is because I be so tired from work that I'll come home and then just want to sleep. And a lot of times that's the only thing that I want to do. But I've moved pretty much a lot of editing and stuff to the weekends when I have more time and I have that energy to actually sit and put my mind towards the channel. Whereas if I try to do that during the week, a lot of my energy will have already been drained from work. But we're working on it. It's a work in progress. It's a slow burn, but it's still the early years of the channel, and God, it does not feel like I've been doing this for almost 3 years. God, I'm getting old. But I'm working on it. So I'd say these videos, I'm gonna try to get them out as soon as possible. As we're recording this, it's Friday, the 22nd of January. I'm gonna try and get the videos out, or at least one video, episode 6, out next weekend. I make no promises because I honestly have no fucking idea when this will be going up. Probably Monday. I'll try to shoot for Monday. But whenever it is that you're listening to this, the week after this week, whatever, I don't know, you might be listening to this in 2051 or some shit.
I can attest to that.
You're so helpful. But the new channel wise, I know you had some things you wanted to say about that.
Well, let me first start off by saying, hasn't been, the best of year for anybody. 2020 was a ride that I don't think any of us will ever forget. Depending where you are in the world, I
I'm
don't
trying to
know
forget it though.
if whether you were in overseas or where at, it doesn't matter. I know it's been a tough time for a lot of people. I know that COVID has taken a couple of people that I know personally, and it's just been a hard time for people. So we respect that you guys stay faithful to Angelus's channel, and we appreciate you guys staying in there. We're gonna get through this together. I don't want to sound too corny, but we're gonna move past it. But I also want to take part in blame of why the new channel has not been up and running, because if you guys didn't know, I am in college. And if any of you been to college or just remember high school in general, school will take a toll on you, especially in my circumstances, my freshman year. Personally, I don't talk too much about myself, but I got in a car accident my freshman year. It took a huge toll on me. Honestly, I shouldn't even be in school right now. So, I'm just trying to graduate. I'm in my fourth year, I'm graduating soon, so yippee for that, I guess. But so that's why I've been lacking, and also because I have a Chromebook, guys. And let me tell you something. The
Ew.
Chromebooks do not do they do not do what the commercials say they do, which it was
Chromebooks
free to me
don't
as a
do
gift.
dick.
It was a gift to me for free, so I'm not going to sit here and complain with the gift someone gave me because I'm a broke college student. But what I will say
Well,
is
that
that's
and
one
you're
of the
just
reasons,
broke.
which is very true, which is very um, I personally do not have a regular laptop to record, so I have been leaning on Angelus to help, upload this stuff. And he's been busy with his stuff, and time scheduling conflicts and stuff like that. So I'm going to take a lot of the blame there, because honestly, if I had a laptop, you guys would have had content months ago. I would have took some of that weight off of Angelus, and we could have got this up and rolling a while ago. But don't worry, 2021 is our year. Like I said, we're going to get through this. Now, with all that out the way, I know it was a long spill talking about the channel. So when we finally do, it's up and running. The site is up and running, guys. So it's not like this is just some theory in the back of our mind we just came up with, just drunk or something. We
It
we
is
actually have,
real, I promise.
it is real. First, before we get into what we're going to be doing on the channel, because I think we briefly talked about it on I think a year ago we briefly talked about it in another video you uploaded. But
What? There's no
first,
way it's been a year.
it hasn't been a year. It's been about what, 6, 7 months, I think
Don't
it's
don't play
said.
with my emotions like that.
Yeah, let's not let time fly like that. We're all getting old. But what I will say is, the if anybody knows a graphic designer who's good with graphic designing, please let us know. Hopefully they're
Fantastically
cheap. Like I
worded.
said, I know I'm so great, but so uh, if you guys know a graphic designer who's cheap, please let us know, because I know I I've drawn out a couple of ideas of what we want our logo to be, and the profile pic for the channel and stuff. But I can only draw. I'm not good with the computer stuff, which I'm working on. I know it's a shame that I'm this young and I'm terrible with graphic designing, but uh, I've drawn everything out. I know what direction we want to go in with all that, all the design stuff. We just need somebody who's good with computers and graphic designing, and who's not going to charge us arm and a leg. Now, going back to what we're going to upload on the channel. Right now, we have what we want to do. There's about three things that we want to do. This is going to be a crazy channel, guys. Like, you think Angelus's channel is interesting? with his uploading his uploading commitment. This channel right
Okay,
here
no,
is
see, I've already addressed that. I'll be busy and I'll be tired. Things happen. Like, I mean, these shows aren't just something, I can always sit down and complete within a couple of hours. I mean, I have done that before. It all depends on what I want to do on the show. But specifically,
honestly.
like, the further that I get along in these seasons, the more stories that there are, the more matches and segments there will be. So there's a lot more that happens in season 3 as opposed to season 1. So I can't just sit down and have all that complete within a couple of hours. Not only that, me as a person, I'm completely different than I was from like 2019. I get mentally tired sitting here sometimes. I just need to
Honestly.
I just need to sit and just put my mind on other things. I mean, like whenever I'm at work, I'll have ideas and I'll write them down. But when it comes to actually executing those ideas, sometimes that fatigue, especially from work, doesn't really set in until, well, sometimes until I actually sit in the chair and actually start doing things.
I know exactly how you feel, and I think a lot of us out here do who watches the channel. If you guys ever, work long hours, or like me who has a job and goes to school, as soon as you sit down in the chair, I don't know if you guys seen Get Out. It's like the sunken place. You just sink and then you pass out. Like it's hard to shake being tired when you're always up doing something. And then when you come back, try to do something calm like record and stuff like that. It's hard.
Sometimes
It,
it
it
turns
is.
into a strenuous thing because you want it to be just right. And then when it doesn't turn out how you want it, that's frustrating.
We love you guys. We do. So we would only upload the best content. I mean, right now I can't say we personally, but I know Angelus puts a lot of work into his. He puts a lot of work into his craft, and I have to attest. I've seen him grow so far in these past few years that, I mean, hey, you guys are the real MVPs for staying loyal to the show, and I have to personally thank you guys for that. But going back to what we're gonna upload, first I want to start off by saying game content. Obviously, we're a gaming channel. It is what it is. You wouldn't be on Angelus's channel if you didn't like gaming or you didn't like universe mode, or I don't know. Maybe you just like the sound of his voice. Pause. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're into that. you
Huh?
maybe look. What is it? The AMSDERQ, whatever it's called. I don't know.
What did you just say?
I don't know what is it called. I think it's
ASMR?
yes. I'm sorry, I'm blanking right.
You're doing a
Maybe you
little
guys
bit
just
more than that.
maybe you guys just like the sound of his voice, and it's soothing. But regardless, we're gonna be uploading game content. Gameplay is our biggest thing. Game walkthroughs. We're also gonna be doing some walkthroughs to where not full game walkthroughs because that requires a lot of gaming hours that I just don't think we have. But there are going to be certain parts where where we can get some good laughs out of you guys, and try to get more subscribers to the channel and stuff. Um, then we're thinking about doing like this now. These other two sections we're going to be having on the channel, these are far out there. We're probably going to test it out, test the water, see how you guys like it. We don't know how it's going to go, but there's going to be a podcast is going to be based on wrestling, music, because I'm a really big on music. So I don't know about you guys. I love music. I love talking about music. Wrestling, obviously, because once again, you guys wouldn't be here unless you liked Angelus's, universe mode. So, and it's not going to be just WWE because we all know how Angelus feels about that.
Okay,
So,
so no, actually, funny story, right? I did something that I actually have not done in a long time, and I sent a tweet out about this the other day. I actually did watch one full episode of WWE. It was SmackDown, and surprisingly, it was not all that bad. So I
you
said,
see, it was the better brand.
so, oh yeah, I'm not watching Raw. That shit takes years off your life. So I said, okay, that wasn't all that bad. So I went and I watched an NXT episode, and I said, this it wasn't all that bad. So then I sent out another tweet, and I said, okay, I currently have Stardom World, I have DDT Universe, and I put up a poll, and I asked people if I should get WWE Network or if I should get New Japan World. And to literally nobody's surprise, New Japan won. Not, not even close. Nobody voted for WWE Network.
I'm not surprised at all. Not even the slightest.
Like, so don't get me wrong, at least the 2 episodes that I watched, they were pretty entertaining. However, not entertaining enough to make me buy the network again. So,
Yeah,
anybody,
I wouldn't do that.
if anybody feels nice, you want to slide me your login information. I mean, never hurts to, help a fella out.
I'm not even going that far in the. I'm not going that far because more than likely, if we do the podcast, we'll probably do it after episodes of WWE drops, and I can just go back and watch the highlights and go back and watch individual matches, on YouTube or something. Shout out YouTube. So,
Shout out
uh,
copyright.
uh, exactly. So I'm not, I will not be sitting through a full episode of WWE, which I might. I won't say I'll never, because that'd be a lie. But more than likely, I probably won't be sitting through a whole episode of WWE. Oh, and then finally, the last part of the channel, we also want to try something even farther out than the podcast. We wanted to do something like, what are they called? Not well, unboxing as well, but we don't want to be one of those channels. But unboxing, just trying stuff because we try a lot of stuff, and we want to share it with you guys because some of the stuff that we try is actually pretty good. Like me personally, I don't vape anymore, but when I did, there was a lot of stuff.
It's
There was a
been a
lot of
minute.
stuff there was a lot of flavors that we liked, with alcohol and stuff like that. With alcohol and stuff like that. There's different
You
flavors we want to
can
try, and
have all that. You can have that alcohol gimmick. That's
yeah.
all
But
you.
there's things that we want to do and we want to try. So those are pretty much the three sections we're gonna do on the channel. That's pretty much how that's gonna go. Now, like we said though, we actually have to create content and actually do stuff to upload it. So hopefully it gets out there soon,
Yeah.
but we'll see where it
So,
goes.
main goal, above all other goals, actually fucking upload something. Just one. Just the kicker. All it takes is one. Just upload something.
And like I said, if I had a laptop, I would have been recorded a lot of this stuff and uploaded it for you guys. So it's not like we just neglected you guys and just left you out there. But I mean, it's gonna get there eventually. So,
Yeah, life gets in the way sometimes.
but back to my Minecraft world.
No,
So
no, no. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening and tuning in. I have no idea what footage I'm gonna put over this, but I hope you enjoy it. It's probably gonna be
my Minecraft world.
absolutely not. I have no idea what I'm gonna put over this, but until the next video, which depending on when this goes up, is probably going to be episode 6 of Universe Mode. So we will see how that goes. Incoming default YouTuber shits that you already know. Hit that subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. We do have a whole lot planned here, as we have talked about for 30 minutes in this video, and we would love for you to be a part of it. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you somehow got fucking enjoyment out of this, out of just two random dudes who just sound fucking soulless on the microphone. But you know, hey, that's what we do around here. We have no love and no hope in anything. We are hollow. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up. I already said all that bullshit. Leave a comment if you're feeling nice, and tell us what you enjoyed about this video and what you might want to see from us going forth, not only on this channel but on the brand new channel, which I swear we will be uploading at some point. We just don't know when. There's a lot of moving parts and we're quite busy because life hates us and somebody's car horn just went off.
Yeah, so definitely you guys like, comment, subscribe as always. Remember, we're looking for a graphic designer who's cheap, so leave that in the comment section if you know somebody, or if you are one yourself. Remember, we're trying to keep it under the $100 price range, under $150. It is graphic design, so we will be realistic, but we're trying to keep it cheap. Remember, also, thanks for staying loyal, obviously, and we will be coming back to you guys soon. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of my Minecraft world.
Oh, good lord.